Hello, everybody. How are we tonight? Not much going on. I work on the bureau a little bit this evening. How you all doing? There's Kevin's there. Pienza was in earlier, but said he couldn't be around tonight. So everybody else there, hello, hello, hello. Going around on Saturday night. We went to the show on Saturday, IPMS show, Gateway Invitational, and had a good time. Little Jimmy was there. Brought home. No, I bought two kits and one ate in the raffles. Hey Andrew, and Jimmy went to town. He bought lots of stuff, but he got good deals on everything. So um, did win two second place awards for one for the Matchbox Fiero, or not Fiero. How many got Fieros on the ring? Camaro, and the other one was for the Jimmy Flintstone Firebird. So we had a good time. I bought my kit for the cancer awareness group build, and then I picked up for like $10 one of the AMT Vipers. Instead, and I ended up winning 10 kits. I gave one to Jimmy because I already had two of them in my stash. And yeah, we had a good time. See lots of cool models. I got to meet people who hang out in the chat, and met a couple people who have who also have live streams. I'm going to check them out. We'll talk about them in just a minute. Yeah, so we had a good time. Yeah, and Kevin, yeah, I just use the approved music from YouTube because I've had too much issues with them bitching that I don't have the rights to use stuff. So it's easier to just use their music. Even then, half the time they'll get me send me a notice that there's a copyright claim. It's like, well, that's music that you provided for us to use. So it is what it is. And I can't have it affecting my whole $5 a month that I'm making by being monetized. So yeah, so that's what we're at. We'll I'll show you some of the pictures and a little bit of from the show. I've been working on last night in Cliff's live stream. I was working on the paint for repairing the paint or color matching is what I should say. The paint from the body to match it to the paint of the yellow color of the decals. So I decanted some of the Tamiya Pearl Yellow, which is what I painted the body with. And I showed how to do how to de-gas it using a toothpick, and then we airbrushed it in to feather it in to blend the two different colors of yellow. It was all right that the yellow on the decal was darker because that's into your flame. So just feathered it in, so even though it's darker at the top, it's lighter at the bottom. Then I kind of wanted to blend it a little more, kind of bring the whole thing together. So I had some of the Testors White Lightning Pearl, which is just a clear with pearlescence in it, basically. And I shot a thin coat of that over the whole car, just to kind of blend those in. And since I had a second set of decals, I went back and some of the decals that I went ahead and reapplied so that they were brighter, because I didn't want them blended in as much as they were. So, and I had another set of decals, so we went ahead and did that. So that's, we got to wait for, I'll probably clear that. Let's make sure the decals are all happy where they're at. We'll get that cleared probably tomorrow, and we'll be ready to put together. Because I've had this done for a couple months, waiting for the STS to get the decals for me, and they were great. Let me tell you guys, if you've not tried STS decals, you really need to give them a try. They are amazing. They work great. They are super thin. You have to basically just dip them in water and take them right back out and set them on a workbench for like 10 seconds, and they're coming off the paper. So yeah, we did. So we got the chassis here. I've had done for forever. It's got the big Hemi in it. We'll get that all. Let's say it's been done for seems like ages because I was waiting for the decals. Yeah, I'm like happy with the way that turned out. They do have another one of these, which I'll probably do later on down the road. It's the companion to this one is the KC Parts, the other Revell Nationals, marked up with the from Texas Motor Speedway and all that. The other promo car from those drag races. So yeah, on the Fiero, we've got the body is done, basically done. Throw it together here real quick. Now on the hood and the front, let's call it the front and the hood or your rear hatch, however you want to look at it. We have one of each. And I have to dig the other one out because I heard it fall behind the table last night. I have to dig it out, which is the one with the snorkel. And the other hood has the headlights deleted on it, and the other back hatch has the snorkel. And I heard it fall down there last night when I was watching TV, so I had to pull all that stuff out and dig it out. So that's where we're at on that one. We're going to work on. I got the base coated gray primer on the interior bucket and all the parts for the interior, and we're going to start painting that. I'm just going to do two-tone gray. He posted on Facebook. Everything apparently went okay. He had his patch on, was on his way home. So yeah, it seems like everything is working out somewhat for him, as best as possible, I guess. And it may be a while before he can get up and do much of anything. Because I'm betting that tomorrow he's going to be a whole lot worse than he does today. Today he's probably still got all the happy drugs. But tomorrow those will probably be worn off. So yeah, that's where we're at. I don't know what the hell that is. Okay. All right. Let me do this real quick. I'll kind of show you a little bit. I didn't get to take a lot of pictures at the show. Because when I got there, it was a mad dash to try to get all the models out on the tables, and then try to get to the shop, get to look at the vendor stuff to see if there's anything I wanted. And by then it was super crowded in there, and my back was bothering me, so I ended up just sitting down and talking to guys most of the rest of the afternoon. So I didn't really get a whole lot of pictures taken, but I'll show you the few I did. Okay, load that up. Bing. Back here. Yeah, so he posted a picture of himself on Facebook headed home with the patch over his eye. So the patch comes off tomorrow, but it'll be a while before you can see decent. But so yeah, everything seems like it's all right. I said probably tomorrow he'll probably be hurting because I'm sure they gave him plenty of happy drugs today. All right, this is from the show. You can see we've got some of my 60s Chevy pickup truck and the 69 Camaro and the Terry's Toy and the Terry's Toy 2 there. And those are the two Pro Street ones. Well, one's Pro Street and one's Pro Stock Firebirds that you guys have seen me build on the channel in the live streams. This one is the Pro Street one with Jay's resin wheels on it. And then I don't forget where I think that got that hood scoop was actually off of the 66 Nova because the kit was missing that one. missing that part. And this one is the Pro stock one. This one has a resin motor in it. And so if you want to check it out better, you can go back to look at the build video. It has the color changing purple paint with the white top and the purple Firebird on the top. That's another one I really liked. And there again is Harry's Toy 2. We did that one for Jonathan's group build earlier this year. At the 69 Camaro and the trailer back there in the back. And this is our 2006 Snap Tight Camaro. We did that with a 2-stage metallic red over with a candy red over the top, and then we used again Jay's resin wheels. Those are American Gasser wheels for that one, and that was a Snap Tight curbside kit. And there's the hearse, the 59 Surf Dark, reimagined as the hearse. There's our 2008 Jimmy Flintstone Camaro Trans Am Worldwide, or Trans Am Unlimited, I think is what it is. Firebird conversion. We used the Jay's resin. We used the supercharged Pontiac LS motor in it. And that uses a 2006 full kit Camaro for donor parts for the chassis and the interior and the windows. And this was the one I bought at Acme last year. That was a basket case in a box. And we got it, repainted it with the green copper color shift. That also, hood scoop also came out of the 66 Nova. And there's our 66 or 64 GTO that we built in the live stream and picked the paint scheme and stuff by committee. Again, it's got that supercharged LS motor in there. I really like that one. It's a cool little motor for builds like this. This was my favorite build of the show. It was a 58 Impala lowrider. Yeah, I really liked the way it looked. It had a nice color. The guy's is an actual car painter, I believe, by trade. So paints a real car. So painting the little ones is pretty easy. And this one I thought was cool too. Like the Caprice station wagon with the 57 Bel Air bins on it. It was just really cool. These were the cars that Jimmy entered, the Ford truck and the Challenger. And they look really good. I'm real happy he decided to bring stuff to show. They really look great. There's my 55 Bel Air post car with the LSX motor from JPS Customs in it, and then the Jay's resin wheels on that one as well. That's me pearl yellow and pearl white paint on that one. And Draco the Dragon. Well, he was a pain in the butt to take to the show. I'm glad that was the last show I had to take him to. I ended up actually, he's epoxied to the base, and I ended up breaking the epoxy loose on it. So unfortunately, he was able to sit upright safely just by his sheer weight and the pins that were going into his legs. Keep him where he belonged. And then the Fury tank. I brought that one just for giggles. I knew it wouldn't win anything or anything like that. I just felt I'm proud of the way it turned out. I just thought I'd bring it, throw it on the table just for fun. That is a box stock kit, except for the resin figures. I got them off of eBay. Because the tank kit does not come with any figures in it at all. And there's the Matchbox Matchbox Camaro. This is the only one in the box stock class because that's what it is. It's straight up box stock AMT. The 2017 50 Camaro, the 50th anniversary Camaro, I guess it is. And yeah, we did paint it to match the Matchbox car that I had in my stuff that I thought was cool. And there's Jimmy and his shopping basket full of stuff that he bought. Okay. So that was the show. While we were there, we met some other YouTubers that happen to live in the area that I didn't know about. They actually won a couple of them just not too far from me. And their YouTube channel is called Modeling with the Mats. There's their sticker and their card. Let me get it to. Yeah, modeling with the Mats. They're on Facebook and on YouTube. They apparently do live streams on Wednesday nights. So I'm going to check them out and see. They're great guys to talk to, so I'm sure they're check out their live stream and see what's happening, because we don't have anything going on Wednesdays. And then this is being. I also did this in the video on my intro for the cancer build, which will be live probably Thursday. We got a shop card in from Red Barn Model Works. He's down in southern Missouri, not too far from me. Not really close, but not too far. And, if you're not subscribed to him, you should hop over and check him out. That's Red Barn Model Works. All righty. Hey, JB. So that's what's going on in my world, other than I'm catching a cold. So when I mute for a second, I'm blowing my nose just so you don't have to listen to the bubbles come out. Yeah, so we are going to work on painting, detail painting, I guess I should say, the interior for the Fiero. Get it ready to go. It's pretty basic. You've got a bucket, dash, 2 seats, and a steering column. That's pretty much it. But we can get in and see the camera on. We'll do it. We'll try to get in there and pick out the gauges and stuff, and do some washes and stuff on it to give it some detail. But this is one of those interiors. Once you stick it in the car, you can't see a whole lot, especially because this car does come with smoked windows, so you can't really see a whole lot in there. So I'm not going too in depth on the interior. Hey Rick, how are you tonight? Let's take this off of here because it's going to be a pain in the butt. It's still on the stick. All right. So yeah, just primed it in basic gray primer, and I'm going to pick out some stuff in this medium gunship gray, and then I'll probably do some detailing in black as well. This is like a model air paint, but I'm just going to brush paint it. I like to brush paint. As opposed to could mask and airbrush everything, but I think brush painting is a little bit more relaxing sometimes. Everybody got their plans all set up for the USAC build, or are you joining the USAC build? For that 68 Revell 68 Dodge Dart. We haven't heard from this guy in a long time. Hey Jonathan, how are you?
Hey Bob. Hey everybody. I'm back. Well, for a little short while anyways. Back long enough to build a model. Haven't built one since July, so.
Yeah, the last time I saw from you was your demolition derby.
Yeah, got second place. I
Cool.
ran a derby. I haven't got around to uploading that footage yet to let y'all guys.
As long as you had a good time, that's all that matters.
Got fourth place in that one. But other than that, I've just been busy. Well, not really busy, just chilling
Enjoying your
outside,
summer, yeah, I get it.
messing around in the hot, drought type weather, and enjoying not having rain for a while. Like I haven't cut my grass in like 3 months.
Yeah, ours is just about dead. If it doesn't rain in the next couple of days, I'm gonna have to water it, I guess. But the advantage is that means I haven't had to cut it either. So
But got some rain today, but I can but need a whole lot more. So this was the model I was going to build. This 83 Hurst Oldsmobile.
oh, cool! I got one of them at the show on Saturday. I won it in the raffle.
Nice. And I'm going to make it look like my Mama's car that she had back in the day. Like a very dark blue,
Uh huh.
and it's like the same color interior as well. But this might be like an 84 or 85.
Yeah, I had a '79. It was like a brown root beer color. It was
I mean,
cut with 2-door cutlasses.
to this, but it's close as I can get. But I don't have a blue that's dark enough.
Duplo color. DM dark blue is really almost a midnight blue.
So I decided on, I guess we'll build this 81 Camaro.
Cool. I got one of them floating around too. I think. Yeah, I think I do. Yeah, I got one of them.
But I sat on this one because, well, it's been like I've had this kit for probably about almost 2 years now, so I haven't got around to building it. So
Is that all? 2 years? That's like new kit to me. I got kits that have been floating around here for 15, 20, 25 years.
now I'm going to sit here and figure out how I'm going to how I want to do it because I'm not sure. Like what color interior or body. And you can take me down now if you want.
Okay. That's the hardest part for me deciding what I want to paint, what colors I'm going to use.
Well, thank you, Kevin. Hi, Rick. Papa Z. Let's see. Let's see. So for box art collar for this 81 Camaro, it's like a silver collar with a red interior. So,
And I picked up my 55 convertible that I'm going to do for the cancer awareness bill starting next month. That'll be fun.
oh yeah, I kind of forgot about that group build. Also, I haven't been keeping track on like what new model kits are out. Like the last time, I've seen one, it was like roughly when the '57 like Ford like wagon. I think it was like a
Oh,
Range Rover wagon or something.
uh,
That
the
was like
the repop of that, yeah, that's a good kit too. If you're the Del Rio Ranch Wagon, yeah, that's an awesome kit.
yeah, that's like the
And then,
last thing like came out. Now I've seen some things like here and there, like there's like a Ford tow truck coming out. I seen that, I was like, oh, that'd be good to use for like Cooter's tow truck or make a tow truck for like a dirt track. There's some, I think, other stuff. I'll have to go back with some more.
Yeah, I think Mobius has a tow truck coming out soon. Yeah, I had a 79 Cutlass S. I liked it. It had the small block V8 in it.
And see, basically, the style kit this is that's I build. It's like I think it was a snap kit. At
Yeah.
one time,
Yeah.
and it got turned over to a glue.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all right.
Like I could probably
Nope.
sit here, don't pay anything. I could sit here and probably get all done in like 10 minutes. I mean,
Yeah, the
there's
only
not.
real downside of that is it's got the plastic wheels, but that's easy enough to change.
That's one thing I hate: plastic wheels. I mean, I think I'd rather deal with the hard rubber than plastic wheels. You know, I hate the hard rubber too sometimes, but because it's like hard to get the rim in. See, I'm probably want to use the Z28 decals. Gives me all the hood stuff because why not? Just I don't know what color body I want or interior.
Yeah. So that's the hardest part for me is figuring out what color I want to paint something.
At the same time, I'm trying to think 80s, like early 80s, because this is 81. Last year for just body stock Camaro before they went to the third gens.
Yeah, before they started putting those square bodies, IROC that style out. Yeah.
I got a buddy that his grandpa has one. He brought it to a car show this past weekend. It was a T-top. 91 was the year of it. Any old fellers down there in the chat got any ideas for me for this Camaro?
Well, I mean, on the Camaro, I always kind of liked the bright yellow and the orange one that they did.
Yeah, I can't see. Originally, at one time, I was going to make this look like the Bumblebee Camaro from the first Transformers movie, but
It'd be cool.
it has the wrong front end though, because that Bumblebee was a '77 Camaro, the one with the actual like bumper, the only one that actually had a true bumper. This is '81. I was going to sit there like rust it up, but I was going to use like some of the what's it called?
Yes, and the Camaros. I always liked the black. The Z20 black Z28 was cool. My uncle had a '76 Z28 black one, but I really always liked the orange.
Those
An orange one with black stripes, and then a yellow one with black stripes. That I really liked.
and then paint these yellow so that make it look like it's a hard top. I was gonna do that, make it look like the Bumblebee car, have like kind of rusted up too, like it was. But then I decided like, nah, I'm not gonna do that because if I'm gonna do it, I want to do it right. So
Yeah, I think I've got that kit you've got, and then I've got one of the street burner Camaros in my stash. And then I
then
got the IROC, a couple of the IROC ones too.
then I think it was about roughly before I like disappeared and for like the first time before I came like back for like a split for like a week and then went away again. Fafa was talking about doing like a 48-hour like live group build wherever. So I was gonna do this one for it. And then
Oh,
I think about the time I left is when that happened and
for the 48-hour group build, yeah, we do that every year. It's a fun build. I enjoy it.
And I got an offer for any of y'all that's watching, which I'll probably make a video too. Think about doing a kit like a trade
Uh huh.
for the 70 Mach 1, even though I got parts missing because I don't have a body and I think there's something else missing that if somebody wants it to use for parts, they can have it like we can trade like model kits or something for it.
There might be somebody out there that one needs one.
I mean, everything's still mostly here. I mean, still like windshield, back glass, which it's all one. Still got all the chrome with the grill and all that rims. Still got the interior tub, but I think it's missing door panels, I believe, or seats, or some. It's something else other than the body. It's even still got the decals. So if anybody's interested, let me know.
Yeah, Kevin, that 57 ranch wagon from Revell is an awesome kit. Yeah. The frame is separate from the chassis pan, and it's got stock parts and hot rod parts. And that newest release comes with comes with custom wheels, but the other one originally came with like the Kragers and the stock hubcap style wheels. It's got a real nice interior in it and everything. It's an awesome motor. The motor is just amazing. The only thing it's missing is spark plug wires.
Oh, Kevin, I just seen where you said Roxy was yelling at the TV screen during my. I, well, I think that was my mom actually, not my sister. And then you know my grandma too. She was there. Second place and won $100.
Cool.
Would have been more if it wasn't from three guys that showed up that wasn't expected. Like there was an unexpected class and they had some money, so that's why I only got $100.
That's $100 when you came in, right?
Yeah, you know I probably already blew that money, but
It was definitely $100 worth of fun. So
heck yeah. I mean my front end's still square and I came out with 3 flat tires, no trunk. Then I kind of fixed it up a little bit, put skid steer tires on the front of it, and ran it at another county. And I got fourth in the feature. I got taken out by a welded up Camry with a big old bumper and broke my shock tower. So I was one spot away from the money.
you can't win them all.
I know. I mean, it's still pretty good for a first time derbying, second and fourth place. And there was eight cars total in that feature, so. Well, thank you, Kevin. Also, I don't understand this kit, which I think my dad has built a kit that was like this before. It's like half motor, like the transmission and like the oil pan and about where the manifolds go onto. All that's like molded onto the frame. And then I got put on like the intake distributor, top of the transmission, and valve covers and cylinder heads. It's like weird. Exhaust is molded in with the frame as well. Yeah, Kevin. Even though doing actual derby, it'll seem like a blur to me because like I'm sitting there like trying to think back on it, and I'm like barely remember. I guess having so much fun that I can't remember. Not to mention, I was kind of a little nervous at the same time for it was my first derby, and not to mention it was like 100 degrees that day, so and wearing pants and a black shirt. Like I was sitting there drinking water after water, and then kept using the bathroom and all that. I mean, I would, Kevin, but I don't think anybody makes a 2004 Buick LeSabre model kit. So probably not. Oh yeah, I just remembered next month Acme. Oh yeah. I mean, I mean, I probably wouldn't mind going. It's just my parents kind of say no because they say Akron's a bad place to be. I guess a lot of drugs or gangs or wherever up there. There's 37 total parts in this kit. Just out of curiosity, when is it in October, Kevin? But out of curiosity, when is it, Kevin? Okay, Kevin. And that is how it is for a T-top 81 color with 37 parts.
You in there?
Yeah, somebody's live.
You can't hear me, can
Yeah.
you? Oh, Gray right there.
Yeah. So, different ones. And at the same time, I'm trying to think 80s. I mean, it's in the early 80s. And plastic tires. A guy named Kevin Smith. He's kind of really good at Akron.
Oh, what?
Got an Akron model show. Also, he's got some stuff he's wanting to give me that he don't feel safe shipping it. Kind of thing. Yeah,
You have your keys?
but I got your keys.
I'll put those on my keys and then you're ready to go. So, make sure you undo and put everything, put the gun and put the windows down.
Oh,
Is that the one, Kevin? Or no?
Plastic Undercover, Saturday, October 12th at the Copley High School in Copley, Ohio. Is that it? New expanded vendor area. Raffle drawings throughout the day. Photograph offering a chance to appear in Model Cars magazine or Fine Scale Modelers. Special trophies awarded by Host Club for Best of Show, Best Engine, Most Creative, and Best You. Commemorative goodie bag for all attendees while supplies last.
Okay.
Excuse me. That's okay. Yeah, that's the show then.
And
That was their Facebook page for that. I just put in, what did I put in? Model Car Show, Akron, Ohio, and that popped right up.
okay.
Yeah, the Midwest Car Modelers Show is that same Saturday. I usually go to that one.
Yeah, I'll say it's like easy to get there, but like probably until I get into like town, then I don't know like where to go to from there. But all I have to do is hop on Interstate 77, just drive north, and it'll take straight up there.
3807 Ridgewood Road. You just put that in your phone on Google or whatever, and they'll give you turn by turn directions right to it.
Yeah, because I could just hop on Interstate 77 like anywhere from 15 to 25 minutes from my house, and then just drive north. I'll see signs that says Akron and then get off. And then see where the address is. Even though that's probably like a 5-hour drive, but maybe 6 hours. Don't know. Maybe if I go like 100, maybe I can get there faster. Let's see.
Yeah, I love going to shows. It's my favorite thing to do when I can get to them. You get to see people you haven't seen in a while and hang out with buddies and get to talk models all day.
So these are my columns for like this, like the sides of like the doors and part of like the fender skirts and so trying to think what would be good because I got like like a blue, then like a red with like a yellowish. Then I got like a silver one, and then I got. So trying to think what would look good with one of those.
Just a contrasting color. The silver would go with just about any dark color. So the gold would be good on black, and the orange would be good on black. The blue would look good on a white one.
I mean, I don't want to do it black and then put gold on it because then they'll make me think it's a Trans Am when it's not.
Well, most of the black ones had red stripes on the Z28s. The red color.
It'll make me think of Smoking the Bandit. And I don't want to go that direction.
Or a silver one with the blue stripe would look cool too.
I mean, it's like a silver.
Red and gold would look good. Red and silver would look good.
I mean, that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks good. I want to do that. I mean, I could do white with the blue. Be something a little different.
Oh, they got ours tore up all the time. They're adding a third lane all the way across the state. So for like the next 10 years, they're going to be
Well,
at a time.
Near me in the town called Knight, that's where Interstate 64 goes by, and from like in between, from like roughly in between Nitro and the Cross Lanes exit to like where you get on to meet with Route 35, they're widening, adding another lane, and they've been doing that for like 2 years on Interstate 64. I'm gonna take a look at what models I got. Just curious, like paint color. Just see like what I got, what I have, and what I don't have. He take me down.
Yeah, they say they breed those orange barrels here too. But I can't complain too much, at least out loud, because that's what my brother does for a living, is Works on the interstate. I'll drop that one more time or not? There's my hood.
I don't know. Kind of thinking maybe either do a white or like a red or blue.
You said the white with blue stripes would look really cool. Red with either the silver or the gold would look awesome.
Same.
In the end, it's up to you. I mean, it's your car.
I mean, I know, just trying to think what other people think. Then say if I were to do the white with the blue, like what would the interior color be?
It could have been just about anything. Probably, it could have been blue. It could have been gray. It could have been black.
Yeah, like
Pretty much any color. You could have any color option on them that you wanted for the interior.
I'm kind of say if I were rolling with the white, I'm kind of thinking like either it would be like white, like it matched the body,
Yeah.
or like a gray or a blue to like match the decals, or black. That's what I'd go. I'd be going with one of those.
The only thing I would say, which is again, it's up to you completely. If I do a white interior, I like to try to do a two-tone, just because it doesn't get lost. Same like doing an all black. I don't like really doing an all black one. He did. He said he did a white Camaro with red and yellow stripes painted on. That sounds cool. Was that the D28 stripes or just like rally stripes over the top?
Well, it's like a kind of like a triangle thing, and it goes like on the hood scoop part. It's not.
Yeah,
Really,
yeah. I mean, Kevin said he painted one, a real one, white with red, orange, and yellow stripes painted on. So that's good. If that was a Z28 paint scheme he painted it, or if he did like a rally or SS style Camaro stripes.
yeah, this one's like the
Yeah.
triangle.
Yeah, to make it look like the old induction scoop that used to be there, which was fake anyway.
I mean, I prefer the two stripes, but I mean, working with what I got and do something a little different. I mean, I guess we can go white with the blue.
It's up to you. Oh, I hate freaking roundabouts. They're putting them in everywhere around here.
Y'all got roundabouts?
Oh God, yes. They're a pain in the ass.
Like I think I know of at least one roundabout in my state. I think it's like somewhere in like Charleston or like Canal City or something. Or a place like everybody calls like Quarter G or South Ridge. Other than that, that's like what's a roundabout for in this state.
They're switching all the interstate on and off ramps to have roundabouts on them, and they suck. It was like you didn't need them in the first place. It wasn't that busy.
I'll say this: I think about the only people that like roundabouts is drifters.
Well, I understand the theory behind it, but they're putting them in places they don't really need to be.
Yeah.
It's supposed to help the traffic flow better, but it just creates chaos, in my opinion.
This creates more traffic. That lessens it.
Because people don't know how to use them. To stay in the inner lane until you get to the turnoff that you want to take and stuff. They just want to zip around them at light speed, and it's just a pain. I hate them.
At the same time, it's like, why don't we just go back to driving the back roads to places?
Actually, because they're adding an extra lane each way on the interstate, so they're going through right now and they're replacing all the overpasses. And every time they replace an overpass, they put the freaking roundabouts on it. Yeah, a lot of them, most of them had a black dashboard. Yeah, same thing. And the GM was good for that. No matter what color the interior was, would have a black dash, especially in the '60s. And the package tray and the dashboard were black. A lot of times the carpet was too. So you could have a white interior with black carpet, black dash, black
But
package.
this one, I mean, I could probably work with it really if I wanted to, but at the same time, I really don't. Because, like, the only thing really I put in for the interior tub is the 2 seats, put the steering wheel into the dash, put that in, a shifter, and that's it.
Oh, the IROC stripes across the hood and down the rockers. Cool.
This is not an IROC Camaro. But I'm pretty sure I got an IROC Camaro, but it's a 3rd gen. Let me go grab it.
Yeah, I didn't do much with the Camaros that back then. I was a full on Firebird guy. So
Take back what I said. I thought it was an IROC. No, it's a Z28. This one. It goes together roughly about the same as this Camaro,
yeah,
except it has like a little bit more pieces. Has, I think, 11 more pieces. And then this one, I'm thinking, whenever I go to do this one, it's either going to be like the box art or like the box art except red. One of the two. This one's got the interior where on the seats it says Camaro like 10 times. And it's like multicolored. Got that option to do that, which I don't think I'm going to do that. Not a big fan of that.
yeah. The IROC trim package was kind of super fancy.
This is not the IROC. This is a Z28. I'm pretty sure from 82 to I think it was 93. I'm pretty sure like the body stayed the same. I don't think they'd really done any changes to it.
No, they didn't.
I think about the only changes I think was like something with the interior or something. Then the 94 looked like they took this and rounded it.
Yeah.
People started calling it the catfish before they changed the body style, changed the front end up a little bit. And then when it comes to model wise, there's two things I still need to do that's like I should have done like around like April or May. And that is build seniors models that I'm going for is group build.
Well, you got time. That's a never-ending group build, so you can build
It
it
is.
whenever you get to it.
Yeah, just the only reason why I've not done it is because I don't have the senior decals. Keep wanting to order them, but keep forgetting to. Because the plan was I'm going to build like the original, like the one for the regular group build, and then whatever decals I got left over, I'm putting it over on the seniors Wreckfest group build one.
Yeah, that's what I did. I used them got 5 or 6 different builds out of 2 sets of each decal.
Because like for the regular one, I'm building a '66 Impala Super Stocker race car, and one of the numbers to put on there is 56, and I thought that was cool. So that's kind of one reason why I chose it.
That's cool.
And for the rest, I chose a 1970 Buick Wildcat. It's that one where you screwed the frame to the body and it has that
Uh-huh.
like motor that's what I call the fake motor, where it's like half a motor and the hood's like molded in with the body.
Yeah, the
So what I'm
curbside ones.
gonna do is I'm gonna screw the frame to the body, heat it up, and I'm gonna make it look like it's been like rolled over like 20 times, and then cut out the hood and stick a motor in there. And
Sounds like fun.
yep, it's just need the senior decals. I keep forgetting to order those, and Roscoe's like sheriff badging on the police car. I need to order that too. 2 sets of those to use. Cause I got a '78 Dodge Monaco police car that I'm gonna turn it into Roscoe's car, and then my dad, I'm gonna have him get one so that he can do like either Roscoe or Enos.
They got the other sheriff too, the one from the neighboring county. His car. They've got those decals too. I can't ever remember his name.
Sheriff Little from Chickasaw County,
Yeah, Chickasaw County. The sheriff there.
green and white. But that one, it was a Plymouth Fury. That one was. Then I think eventually, like Roscoe and Enos's car, I think their cars went from like either a Fury or a Monaco to the next body style Monaco, and then that same body style a Fury. I'm sitting there trying to decide on interior colors. It's doing white with the blue decals. You ain't on like blue, the gray, or black. I might search up pictures wherever.
Okay, there's that. Black, 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 black. Glossy black. I don't know where everybody's at tonight. They might, yeah, I don't know. Maybe watching football. I don't know. I don't know. Is there a good game, good football game tonight? I don't even know. On Monday night, I don't follow the foosball much anymore, except for college. That's just because the university is just up the street, up the road a little bit.
Let's see. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking blue for the interior, like a blue that's like very close to the decal color blue. 'Cause I got like, I think I got like three blues. A gloss, I think blue. One's like a gloss, I think brilliant blue, which is lighter than the true blue. Then there's like a gloss. I can't remember the name blue, but it's like a kind of a dark blue. Think about the brilliant.
I always like putting cool paint jobs on those little Astro vans and what was the Pontiac one called? I can't even remember. Do all kinds of freaky stuff with those.
Hey, Mark.
Hey Mark, how are you doing tonight? We're all just hanging here. I'm painting my dashboard.
We're working on cars that we will never own in our lifetime.
I used to have a Fiero, so I didn't have this one, but I had one back when I was young and skinny. Didn't have to walk with a cane most of the time.
Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. White body with a blue interior.
Sounds like a plan.
Kind of go with the blue decals. Then I got something that's like, I don't know if I've ever gotten in a model kit before. I got headlight decals,
Uh-huh.
which from off the top of my head, I don't recall a model kit that I've built come with decals for the headlights.
I had a bunch. It's better than having the ones molded in the chrome. It has decals for the taillights too. Good night, JB. Have a good night. Yeah, I've just got this silly cold coming on. I can feel it. My nose is snotting up.
Night, JB. Thanks, Mark. I've been sitting here trying to figure out how I'm wanting to do it, and then finally came to a conclusion. Mark, I want to do it a gloss white body with a gloss brilliant blue interior, and it's going to match the blue decals for the sides and the hood and all that. So then, if I do that, I guess I'll put on the Quebec license plate because it's white and blue. And it says Bad Z28.
Cool.
The other license plate it's a yellow Illinois, and it says Z Rock antique vehicle.
Yeah, you always get an Illinois one from Revell Monogram because that's where they were based out of. That's like it's like their thing. They always give you an Illinois plate.
Let's see. Trying to think how to do the frame. Because I got like half of a motor and transmission molded in.
Well, they would have been unibodies, so the bottom would have been painted the same color as the body, and just the frame rails, front and rear frame rails, would be a different color. And then you just paint the bottom of the oil pan and transmission. Just paint the bottom of those. I paint the oil pan red and the transmission silver, aluminum, whatever. Because those bodies were unibodies and they were all painted up at one time on a rotisserie, so they just spun them over, painted the bottom.
Yeah.
I went to a dealer where they put Z-Bark on it, sprayed that black tar on the underside of the car, which is a joke.
Just once again that because like I got a transmission and motor and all this, it's all molded in.
Yeah.
So, which I
would just paint the bottom body color, and then you can pick out the fuel tank and the frame rails and paint the bottom of the transmission and engine. That's how I would do it. Of course, you never see the bottom anyway. You never look at the bottom anyhow. Once you build it, it goes on the shelf, and you never look at the bottom. So,
I mean, basically what you said, it's like that's how it is on the box art too. And I was just going to I was thinking about just painting like the frame like gloss black or something. Like the car's like been redone or whatever.
yeah. Well, yeah, if you're doing like a resto mod, it definitely would be painted car body color on the bottom, because they would again pull it off and rotisserie it, and they'd paint the whole thing, and then you bolt the frame sections back on.
And then if I do it right, which I'm not sure if it's just because the car's gray like on the box art, but it looks like a black trim. So I guess paint like the main frame and all that. I guess white, and then I guess paint like my cross member and my rear springs and different. Paint all that like black.
The front and rear frame sections would be black, and then paint your fuel tank whatever color. Yeah, I usually paint them
Like
a grayish color, or you could go with aluminum on it, and then paint the transmission aluminum and the bottom of the engine red. Call it done. And when you're putting your springs and your rear end on, whatever, you paint them whatever color you want. But if it was a resto mod, it'd be a fancy color too.
A quarterback plate on it. Quebec, not quarterback. Mark. See, it don't give a year for the antique vehicle license plate, which I mean, kind of obvious, but on the Quebec one, it has a license plate. It says like 1979 license plate. Huh.
There is a website, and I don't remember what it is. I'll have to look it up. Where you can go on and put in whatever year license you want. Like, say, if I wanted a Missouri 1965 one, you can put it in there, and it would bring up an image of it. Then you can type on whatever you want it to say, and then download it and print it for making your own decal license plate, whatever stuff.
I think I need to do that because like I have not came across one model kit that came with a West Virginia model. Like the closest one that like for my state is like I think I got one with Kentucky. I think I've gotten some with Ohio. I think one or two like Pennsylvania. I think I even had one like Maryland. I think I might have had one in Virginia. I could be wrong. But I have not seen one for West Virginia. So I mean, I think I've seen like Alaska before, like anything else when it comes like where the license plates.
Or you can go like the STS decals. They have ones for every state. If you want West Virginia or whatever, they got a whole sheet. You can get a whole sheet of them. They're printed on cardboard, and you just cut them out and glue them on.
Yeah.
I think this is it. Plates painting. I think this is it. Nope, that's not it.
And then I got like you can say clips. Like I got a front clip and a back clip to put on.
That's not it either. Acme license maker. That.
Probably
Yeah.
just one.
This is it. It's called Acme License Maker. Let me share it. Present.
And I got
Acme License. Like here and blow it up both sides. So you would just go in and put in, say here, if I wanted, let's say for you, West Virginia, or Yukon, West Virginia. And put in what your license you would want. So you wanted
1966. I don't know. I just said it random year.
here's a 1995 one. And then you put in what you want it to say. Here, let's say backspace. G. There you go, and then you can get that, and you can download it and print it. Save it to your computer as an image.
Okay.
Copy the JPEG, yeah. Go to another state.
Like I got behind some Toyota truck today leaving school, and then their license plate said J3. That was all of those on their license plate, J3.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess there's a 1983 one for Missouri. That's the year I graduated, and that's what they look like. And you just right click on the picture and you can save it as a JPEG and you just print it.
Okay.
Scale it, print it, whatever. Or you want. That's Acme License Maker is what it's called.
Hey, Marcy.
Hey, Marcy, how are you tonight? It's kind of a slow night. You ain't missing much. Me painting an interior, and Jonathan decided what he wants to do with his Camaro. Hey, Jamie G's in the house.
Hey, Jamie G. Also, I'm pretty sure Mark Blue Street Customs. I'm pretty sure he's monetized. Are you monetized, Bob?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
I made like a whole $12 so far.
I mean, it's better than nothing. Just out of curiosity, like, what all do you have to go through for that?
You have to have
I already know, like, the watch hours and the
1,000. You have to have 1,000 subscribers and 6,000 watch hours in a year.
It's
And
4,000.
the best way to get watch hours is what we're doing right now, a live stream.
Yeah, no. Which I got both. It's just I've been thinking about applying soon. So
Yeah, so if you've got 1,000 or 6,000 watch hours of people, 6,000 hours worth in a year of people watching your videos, and you got 1,000 subscribers, you can be monetized. And if you're like me, they'll probably deny you the first time and make you wait 3 months and try again. For some idiot, they'll find some idiot reason to do it.
I think I've heard from I think Mark the first $100 that you make goes to YouTube, and then
Well, they don't send you any money till they owe you $100, so you don't get anything. But they get about between 30 and 40% of whatever money you make. They get to keep. They keep. Just like I have the memberships for my channel, which is like 99 cents, but YouTube gets 30 cents of that. So I'm only getting 70 cents, 69 cents, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Jimmy. I figure if it helps pay part of the StreamYard bill for the year, that's all I really care about.
Hey, Jimmy.
If we get to the point where I'm making more than that, then I'll upgrade the StreamYard to the higher priced one, and then we can broadcast in 1080p and do all kinds of other cool stuff that we can't do now. Or not. And there's Mark. So you had your figurehead on your ship on the Facebooks. It looked cool.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah, got her on. I was tired of typing, and I was going to try to tell Jonathan that I signed up for the monetization way before I was even qualified for monetization for the partnership. You can fill it all out, and then once you actually reach your 4,000 watch hours and your 1,000 subscribers, then they'll email you, and then you start filling things out. And as you go through, you'll do like the first stage, which is filling some more paperwork out. Then as you get to another stage, you'll fill more stuff out on the Google AdSense. And then once you're actually ready to get paid, once you've accumulated enough, then you'll fill out the tax forms and stuff like that, and blah, blah, blah. So there's a whole little process to it, but you can sign up for the partnership before you even reach your 4,000 watch hours and your 1,000 subscribers.
Okay. Well, I've already hit it because I got last time I checked 1,200 subscribers. So, and I have no idea how many watch hours because it sat there and showed me, and then once I hit it and hit subscribers, it's it don't show me right away. So I have to send her go to something else for it to show me.
Well, you go to,
Yeah.
I mean,
I know where to go to. Just
you go to the dashboard,
So right now,
and then
Yeah.
there's a dollar
right now
sign.
I average about 3 months for every payment. It takes me about 3 months to accumulate in Canadian dollars $100 US, right? So it's about $120. So it takes me about 3 months right now to accumulate 100 USD worth, and then they give it out. Because right now, my next payment, I've actually got a payment this month, first and the 26th. I think what did mine say? 116.48 or something. But for me right now, for the length that it get that amount for them to pay me is about 3 months. So hopefully that'll pick up and I'll start making that per month at least. Highly doubt it, but hey, one can dream, right?
Yeah, I'm doing about $12 a month is what I'm getting right now, which is just $12. $12 is $12, but yeah, it's not.
Yeah, because it just keeps carrying over. Yeah.
What?
So the end of this month, that whatever you've made for this month will carry on to the next month.
Yeah,
and it just keeps building off of that. Yeah, once you reach 100 US, or in my case, about $121, then it'll send you a payment.
Yep.
okay. Because I was thinking
So
about
mine changes. mine changes all the time because damn US, the Canadian
currency.
US dollar changes, right? So sometimes it's like 116, 120, 125, 114, you know.
And these are for the people who like just hopped on, more so Jimmy and Mark. I am thinking about trading this kit right here for another kit. Kind of one reason why is, I mean, I don't really got nothing planned for this one because it's got a missing body and I think something else. But if somebody wants it for like parts for something else, they can have it. So we did like a little trade if anybody's interested.
Well, for me, one, it's a Ford, and I'm not a Ford guy. For two, it's not worth trying to ship something across the border. So hopefully you find somebody, you know.
All right, I tell you what we'll do. We'll meet at the border, like in boats on the
Yeah, just
Great
hand
Lakes.
it over.
There across where the borderline is, but like here,
Yeah.
so we can avoid the feds.
We'll meet in the no man's land, that area between the two crossings, because you'll have the Canadian border crossing, and then you'll have the US border crossing, right?
Yeah.
And then in between those two buildings is basically no man's land. It's the space in between the two countries.
Huh. If I step foot on this line, what country am I in?
None.
Am I in Canada or am I on the U.S.?
None. You're in God's country.
Yeah, like I've seen stuff like I think there's like a street in Vermont that the state border goes like right down that.
Right through the center.
Yeah, like one side is America, the other side's Canada. So like if you were to cross the street,
Yeah.
it'll be.
You're in jail. I was watching something like that, yesterday, I think.
What are you in jail for?
There's
I walked across the street to say hi to my neighbor, but walking across streets is crossing the country, so it's a different country.
Yeah. The wind blew a newspaper out of my freaking hand. I chased it over across the other side of the street to pick it up. And then they arrested me for crossing the border.
Now
I mean,
if we were-
I'm pretty sure they have some sort of rule there that, you know, because it is a town, you can go to the stores and stuff, you can cross back and forth, but you cannot leave outside of the town and cross over because, you know, now you're crossing the border. Whereas as long as you're within town limits, you're probably okay.
I think
Yeah.
that's like it's kind of like that, like with the library. Like half of it's like in the U.S., the other half is in Canada. So like you can pass through that. I think
Yeah.
freely. You got at least a passport. You can like pass through. Fine.
I mean, if you live on one side of the street and there's a convenience store on the other side of the street, you know what I mean? Instead of driving 5 miles down on your side,
To turn around
Go to a
to the
freaking-
checkpoint and come back. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do, but I don't think they do it.
you know, I'm pretty sure that they allow you to go across, but only within town limits. If you go outside of town, you better stay in your own goddamn country, kind of thing, right? Because there's one town where the border, Canada and US border, actually goes right down the center of a library.
Yeah.
Half the library is US and half of it's Canada. Are you going to tell me you can't check out a book on the Canada side when you're in the same building? You know what I mean? Like,
And then there's like I think 2 towns that it's in the U.S. But in order to get to the other part of the U.S., you got to go through Canada because there's water.
yeah, there's what the hell is it? Pinnacle Island or something like that up near BC.
Yeah,
It's in the middle in the middle of a lake, and they have no schools, no grocery stores. They actually have to cross the border into Canada to go to school or to get groceries. And if they want to go to the mainland, they go up around the lake and come back down into the U.S. side. And then there's one, where is it? Somewhere in Michigan, I think it is.
I think it's in Washington, state of Washington.
Or maybe, yeah, maybe Washington, somewhere up there. Yeah, right near the Lake Superior or something like that.
There's another
where
spot.
it's kind of surrounded by water in Canada.
There's another spot like that. It's in I think it's Minnesota.
Well, we have one here in New Brunswick like that. It's called Grand Manan Island, right? During the summer, you can use the ferry to go across, but during the winter, you can't. You actually have to go into Maine, use the bridge and go into Maine, then come through Maine and back into Canada in St. Stephen.
Because I think it's called like the town like I'm talking about. I think it's in Minnesota. I think it's called like Ignat something.
Yeah.
And it's like along the 49th like parallel, but it's like you got the big long line of the parallel, and then next thing you know, it like goes up like a few miles, and then comes like back down. It's like a little weird. Like, why in the world did they decide to make that a part of the U.S.? Just make it part of Canada.
Yeah.
And it's like a small part.
Yeah, it's kind of stupid, some of the things they do.
And they make it a
I
pain in
mean,
the
back
ass.
before all
You
back
have
before all the
transport.
9/11 stuff, it was probably never cared about. I mean, you could cross the borders, and nobody cared. But once 9/11 hit, then that's when all the passports and the borders were closed and blah 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 and this and that, and made it a lot harder to get across anywhere. Now they've relaxed it a little bit. They still need passports and stuff, but
I think they relaxed a little too much down in like the southern border of the U.S. Like, I don't
it's
know.
like freaking dipshit bringing all the freaking immigrants into Canada. They're posing 20,000 immigrants within the next 2 years just into New Brunswick alone, coming in from across the water.
Is that like high for like Canada or? Because I mean, we got probably about around like 2 million like illegal immigrants in this country, like right now, if not more.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a town and it's called Lloydminster, and it's in Alberta, Saskatchewan. It's right on the border. So half the town is Alberta and half the town is Saskatchewan. But at least they're both in Canada. So, I mean, you could live in Saskatchewan and still work in Alberta or vice versa.
And then they got like that town that's in Texas and Arkansas that's called Texarkana.
Yeah.
Listen, nobody
Puppy
cares
dog, you
for
need
a little black Trans Am up there.
Yeah, it's not the same one I built, but I do have a Firebird like that. Well, not a Firebird, Z28 Camaro. Mine's in rough shape though. Needs to be fixed. I built it years and years ago. It's like falling apart and stuff. It all needs to be fixed.
Okay.
There, that's mine there.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you painted it with that color shift on it. Yeah, that's an awesome kit.
No, not this. Not this one. This
Yeah.
one, I don't know what the hell this was painted with, but
Oh, that was the other one?
like I said, I did this. I did this back when I was like, I don't know, 14, 15, something like that. Many, many moons ago. My body says probably too many moons ago.
See, where did I put it? And then
Yeah, you used to be able to they
I got
cross into Canada.
got
they
model
didn't
cars
say
that-
before. But not no more.
I got model cars here that I don't even see kits out for anymore, and I've never even heard of kits for anymore. Like an old Lotus. I've got a Lotus here. I think they still have that newer Firebird, like the last one that they made, kind of thing. Kind of like a rounded nose and
the fourth
T-tops and all of that. Like this one
fourth
here.
The W6 one, that 1990 whatever, or 2002, I guess was the last year they did the Firebirds.
Yeah, it's got that funky nose to it.
Yeah,
Honestly, I like that better than the Camaro. I'm not a big fan of the fourth gen
Yeah.
Camaro.
Yeah, it's basically in that same time zone when they made that newer style Camaro.
Yeah. So that is one thing I've not seen is a model kit for a fourth gen Trans Am. Until like now, I didn't even know they made one.
I don't know if they ever made a kit for the Pontiac Solstice.
I don't think so. I don't ever remember seeing one.
Puppy dog, you need to move so I can get over to my boat. Yeah, she says, fuck you.
Yep, Windsor, Ontario, the place in Canada where you're actually south of the United States.
What's that?
Oh, Windsor. He's talking about he used to go to Windsor all the time. The way the Detroit
Oh,
River
yeah.
goes, Windsor, Canada is actually south of Detroit.
Yeah.
It's like the one spot in Canada that's actually south of the U.S.
The OPP, Ontario's Provincial Police, or Ontario's Piss Pots.
Yeah, I haven't been there in a long time. Last time I went up there, yeah, they typed your license plate number in as you went through there, and they just waved you through both ways. On every fifth car they
Yep.
stopped and asked what you were doing. That was it.
Well, I used to live in Ontario, in Cornwall, and the bridge to New York was right there in town, right in the middle of town. And we used to go to New York all the time for coffee and stuff. Just whatever. What are you doing? Oh, just going for coffee. Oh, okay, have fun. You know. And then when
Yeah.
you're ready to come back, you got anything to declare? No. What were you doing? Oh, I just went for coffee. Okay, have a good day. And that was it.
Yeah, between Niagara and Buffalo all day long, I'd be back and forth.
Yeah.
No, the RCMP rode horses, not moose. Dudley Do Right was from the RCMP.
Yeah.
Mark, I was going to build this kit right here before that's
I've got that one.
Yeah, I am building it similar to my mama's car. Here's some pictures of it from back in the day. It's like a dark blue.
Yeah, I think I've got a Buick Regal here. Where is it? Yeah.
I don't have a dark enough blue with me right at the moment.
Actually, no, this is the it's Buick. I don't think this is the that's the Oldsmobile. And I've got basically the sister car to it, which would be the Buick.
Yeah,
This
they're
one
the
here.
same.
Is it an actual Regal, or is it that 2-in-1 kit where you make it a G&X or a Grand National?
This one would be the Grand National because it's got the turbo.
All right.
It's not coming in very nicely. How come?
See, I'm
That's
really
not
on
on.
2. The kind
Yeah,
of
this,
complete.
this one's got the. Come on, focus. There we go. It's got the turbo in it, so this one would be the Grand National.
Okay.
But yeah, it's. See, there's even it's the mirrors. I gotta clean and fix all these cars. They've been in storage for so
Rick.
long.
See,
Yeah,
the
two
one-
different Vipers.
See, I'm missing 2. I'm missing the Monte Carlo and what's the Pontiac version called? Is it like Sunbird or something? Or
Sunbird is a little car like a Nova. Like the Ventura.
trying to think what the Pontiac versions of these were called.
The Grand Prix. Grand Prix was a fairly big car, Pontiac Grand Prix, which would be roughly the same style as the Oldsmobile and the Buick.
Yeah, but I don't know if it was the or not. I don't know. When y'all in the chat or like search it up or something, so we can know for sure what they were called. Because I know like they was using like a NASCAR too, along with like the Oldsmobiles and the Monte Carlos. All right. And also today, I'm thinking about doing a little kind of like upgrading. I am no longer going to use my phone to record my videos. It'll be like
Oh.
I'm actually going to use a camera.
All right.
That's like 8 years old.
All right. It works.
Doesn't matter how old it is; it's what you do with it.
Mine is probably at least that old. Probably a little bit older.
So now my videos won't be in 4K anymore. It'll just
None
be
of mine are.
Yeah, most people only can get 720 resolution anyway, so no. YouTube doesn't support anything higher than 1080, and that's yeah. The Grand Prix were like basically the same as the new 80s were the same as this Cutlass.
okay. I didn't know if that.
And then the Grand Am would be was the one like this that had shaker scoop on it because it had the hot rodded motor. I guess if you could call it a hot rodded motor.
So kind of like how the Monte Carlos had like two different front ends.
And the Sunbirds were the little bitty cars, the little sport coupes type things were the compact cars. And then the Grand Am moved over to in the 90s. It became the Euro sedan style car. And the Le Mans turned into a big old boat. Hey Buster, how are you tonight? We're just hanging out here. I just finished painting the interior on my Piero, so. And early today, I got the body for the Firebird funny car. I got it ready for clear coat,
Nice.
but I don't have any clear coat here, so I can't clear coat it. I got it. It's all ready to go. I just got to clear it. And here's the chassis right here. The chassis been done for a couple months. So we'll look something. I'll pick that up. Yeah, well, look something like that when it's done.
Yeah, it's looking
That
pretty
looks
good.
still good.
Now, the hardest thing I had was matching the paint color to the decal color. I got it pretty close. I'm gonna put my camera down here.
Don't you
And then
hate
I
when you
got a
gotta
white
do that?
idea. I just took and put a white pearl over because the decal, you can still see the line. The camera brings out the line because I haven't got it cleared yet where the decal ends. Took some of this
Yeah.
color and I airbrushed it over the decal to kind of blend it in. Then I hit the whole thing with a white pearl. It could blend it all together. Yeah, once I get it cleared, that line will disappear. Yeah, this has got that late model Firebird 97 nose, 96 nose. And I've got almost all my stuff for Acme is already packed up because I just didn't unpack it from going to the show this weekend. I'll just leave it packed up.
When is Acme?
Acme is the 26th of October. Yes, 26th.
Okay.
I've got I'll probably add a couple more cars that I get done between now and then, and I'll take the Mustang I built for Acme. I'll take it along, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, Mark's doing a bang up job on it. Flying Dutchman. It's awesome.
Definitely not a one-day kit, that's for sure.
No. I figure when I start the Constitution, I'm figuring that's an 18-month job.
Yeah, I need to start on that as well. That Constitution. I still got that. I haven't touched it since I've gotten it. It's been
I
like
figure about 6 weeks to build it, and then another 12, 14 months to rig it. lock up on this one. For y'all that weren't here earlier.
You got the Constitution. What is it? The Revell?
Yeah, the 196 Gravel, the big one.
I got that as well. That same one. At least I think it's
The 196.
No, the 96. One to
Oh, the
96.
big one.
Yeah.
No, the one I've got is a 196 scale.
Yeah, this one,
It's a
the
small
box is about 3.5 feet
small
long.
version. Yeah, no, not mine.
Yeah, they made two sizes of it. They did
Yeah.
the Constitution, the Cuddy Sark, and another one I think they did in that big scale. The Revell did, and then they did them all again in the, and some other ones in the small, and the 200 scale or whatever. Yeah, I bought it right when they re-released it about 10 years ago, and it's been sitting under my couch ever since. My plan is to do it under full sale and put it in a at sea diorama. They had lights to it and it works.
I think they did the Thermopylae was the other one.
I know the model of the Cuddy Sark is in the bottom of my grandpa's pond.
No, I did the Cuddy already.
I built it. It was like 10 years old, and I weighted it up and balanced it out and was floating it in the pond, but I must have missed a hole because it sank about halfway across.
well,
God, that's so nerve wracking doing that.
I think I'm gonna hop off so I can record an unboxing video. Get that uploaded tomorrow, and I guess start getting this.
Yeah, we'll be on for a while, Busta. Here's basically what the Piero is going to look like.
Nice.
I'm using Indy wheels and tires off a Formula One Indy car on them.
Honestly, it don't look bad with them. Might even be even better with the stock than the stock wheels that come with it.
Oh yeah, well the stock wheels look funny when you put the wide body kit on there. There's the standard body here. We put these I don't know, do this. And you put the wide body kit. You can put it as an optional piece. Put those on.
Okay.
I built this one when I was like a freshman in college when I built it the first time. And it didn't survive the move from college. And I got, yeah, there's the rear fenders. But it takes quite a bit to get them all fitted in on these kits. And these were the decals, but yeah, they're completely shot.
Yeah, I don't think they're usable anymore. So.
Then I thought about sending them over to STS and having them redo them, but that's not worth it. I don't need to have put decals on it anyway. I can do my own thing on it.
Well, I'm gonna hop off here so I can get my unboxing video up.
Good night, Britta.
And then
Oh, you're in Norway. Cool.
get it filmed and uploaded tomorrow.
All right.
And then hopefully get some paint on this tomorrow.
Yeah, if you're around on Thursday night, Mini Mike has his live stream show, podcast, whatever you want to call it. You can check that out.
All right.
And
Then I might try do my Friday night hangout on Friday or something. I might try.
and then tomorrow night, the Modeling with the Mask guys is supposed to have their live stream. I'm gonna check them out, see I met them. They were great guys, but I haven't. I'm gonna check out their live stream tomorrow.
All right.
So there's lots of good stuff to do.
All right.
Well, you have a good night then, Jonathan.
All right. Later, guys. I'll say hi to Bretta
Have a
before
good
I
one.
later.
Have a good
Bretta
one, Jonathan.
and Mark and
Yeah.
everybody
If it's on
else.
Friday night, I'll try to hop in with you. It's not like I got anywhere to go. Saturday I do, but not Friday. Yeah, and hockey starts tomorrow here. Training camp
Hockey?
opens tomorrow. We may take a run down there because that's free training camp.
Cheering for the Devils, are you?
No, the Blues.
Hey, 2 more pieces to make.
They have their practices are open to the public there at the training center. So we usually go down there and hang out and watch that a couple times before the season starts. Have a good time.
If anybody's making comments to me, I'm not ignoring you. It's just the screen is way over there.
Not saying a whole lot. Everybody's just telling Britta good night. Oh, you're going to be in Korea for 10 days. That's cool. My brother-in-law was stationed in Korea in the Air Force for 4 or 5 years. He loved it.
DDE is in Korea right now. They just left Vietnam. Man, what a freaking rigmarole that is. To try and drive a car through. Apparently you're not allowed to, but with them doing their gumball stuff, they have special permission to do it, and yeah. It's quite the thing to try and do that. And they're from BC and Alberta, but they have a shop in LA, California.
Yeah, my brother-in-law
Run
just
out of-
basically sold everything when they came back because it wasn't worth dealing with it. The only thing they brought
that one's
back were
for there.
electronics that weren't hardwired to plugs and whatnot that you could buy different adapters for. That was the only thing they brought back. They didn't bring back the car or anything. They sold it all.
Well, there's 120 gumball drivers.
Yeah.
Most of them ship their cars across, ship their cars over there to get it, so that they could drive this gumball thing.
Oh yes, Koreans know how to cook. They have some amazing food. Even the McDonald's, the stuff in the McDonald's is amazing. And it's definitely not the McDonald's we have around here.
Oh, see, the cars were shipped to Vietnam, and as long as the car was in the warehouse, not a problem. Once the car left the warehouse, the cars all had to leave within 2 days. They weren't allowed to deviate from the path. They had to have escorts from there to the hotel and where the cars were all being stored to start. And all this stuff, like if you were there past the 2 days, your car gets impounded. Korea, when they passed over, because it's technically illegal to cross into Korea with a vehicle, but they gumballs again got special permission to do all this stuff and this and that. They took everybody had to leave their passports at the border, and then when they leave Korea, they will get their passports back. You know, like it's crazy, like the rules that they have to follow out there to do this. Like, yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't like it. It's not far enough.
Clean this mess up a little bit.
Tell you, doing wood chips, you sure lose fingerprints real quick, and fingernails, and
I'm sanding them off. Yeah.
like I'm trying to sand that. That tiny little piece is what I'm trying to sand right now. So you're trying to hang on to that, sand it.
Hey, Edward and Boston and anybody else that snuck in when I wasn't paying attention. And don't drive drunk on an e-scooter, yeah.
And then if you lose a damn piece, well, then you're starting all over. Okay, that one's good.
Here. Close that.
That one's good. Okay.
Yeah.
I still have to drill holes in this thing yet for all the pins.
Oh boy, fun.
Yep. All those little stanchions and everything. It's like, yeah, fun.
This is what we're going to be building for the cancer awareness group build. Monogram,
Nice.
55 bell rate.
Convertible.
Yeah. Looks pretty cool other than being molded and baby shit down.
What color?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why they decided molded in brown. It's alright, I'm gonna paint it anyway, but it is an odd color to paint the molded car.
Although that's probably not a bad car for filming though, because white is always a bitch to film.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that tan, it wouldn't flare the camera so much.
I'm considering doing it in pink, so you know. Oh yeah, and in Asia, 90% of the people ride scooters. Cars are a rare thing for somebody to have, or individuals to have. Especially, motorcycle scooters are more far cheaper and far more economic to operate. So
Do you watch DDE?
the Daily Driver Exotics channel, yeah,
You don't watch them?
yeah, I watch them whenever it pops up in my feed. I
Yeah, you
usually
should see it. Yeah, you should see what the crap they're dealing with right now. Just to the last couple of videos that they did here, trying to go through Vietnam and all that. It's insane. The crowds that are just like, it's insane the amount of people that were there. Just bringing the cars to the start line. They were estimating over 500,000 people standing on the start line, and that was just bringing the cars there. That wasn't even starting the race yet, or the tour, or whatever you guys want to call it.
All right, Brett, have a good day.
If these things glued into place, paint them. Oh, I got to paint that too.
They all have the little Vespas and the e-bikes, and
Oh yeah, they were just insane, the amount of bikes there and everything. Yeah.
okay, I'll slap him
Now,
for you. She's gone for real.
oh, yeah, crazy shit. Yeah. Let those two dry, glue them in, paint them up, let all the red paint dry, and then varnish it all. Then dry brush all the little skeletons and bones and everything that are all as the spindles for the railings. Side view is probably better. There we go. All these little skeletons and bones as railings.
Uh-huh.
And then I got to put all these pin rails, all these pins. I got to drill holes in the top here to go all the way around. Yeah, fun. But it's getting there.
Yeah, it's looking beautiful.
Little by little. You know what? I cut another piece that I didn't even need to cut because I already cut it once. Dumbass.
So is there another deck that goes there in the center, or is that the weather deck there with the cannons on it?
No, that's the cannon deck. That's the main deck.
Okay.
Yeah, there's supposed to be two ladders, one here and one here. But I left it out because there's friggin' pin rails right down beside it, right beside the ladders. So it's like, how are you supposed to tie ropes to those things when you've got the ladders sitting right there? So I left them unglued for now.
To get all the rigging in, yeah.
Yeah, once I get all the rigging in, I can sneak the ladders in between. Yeah, lots of fun. After this, what have I got to do? Let's see here, zoom out. What does it want me to do after this? Those ladders. Oh, I got the village pump to do. They want the bell hanging under this lip right here. And I'm like, well, that's just stupid. That should have been put in before. So I think what I'm going to do is actually make a bell stand somewhere. Probably up here because there's a railing that's got to go here as well. Same as this. So I'll probably put the bell stand up on the poop deck here. And then there's a window I got to put in here, fake window. And then from there, yeah, there's a railing that goes here, like a C shape. And then the anchors, they want the anchors done, which isn't hard, but they don't show how to actually rig it. So I basically got to take a guess at how to rig that. And so, because it's got a block already attached to it. So that's got to hang from this anchor winch. And so one on each side. Lots to do yet. Lots to do. The hell time is it anyway? 10 after 10.
Yeah.
Probably almost bedtime. Just about bedtime. Let's spend some time with the wife.
Okay.
Thanks, Ed. Like I said, I gotta look way over there. Way over there to see the chat. Because the screen I have here in front of me is my PDF for the blueprints on this thing.
Yeah, they're just basically picking on each other there in the chat.
And of course, the dog is asleep on the floor.
Oh, what a life.
Yeah. No, we took her down to the ocean today. The tide was out. So she liked that. And then I was throwing rocks out into the ocean, and she's just running back and forth everywhere. We can run over here, and I'd throw a rock on that side, so she'd run all the way back over there. So she's a tuckered out puppy. And we have all our firewood split, and it's piled up against the wall of Dad's shop, but it's piled right to the roof line, right? And today I went out looking for her, and I'm like, called her, and here I look over. She's on the roof of Dad's shop because she crawled up the freaking wood pile up onto the roof of the shop. And I'm like, what are you doing up there? You know,
Better view.
freaking
Spying for squirrels.
down she comes. Oh yeah, that's exactly what she was doing because there's a tree right next to the roof. So she probably watched a squirrel go up the tree and then in through the branches. So she went up the freaking wood pile up on the roof of the freaking shop. I mean, okay, she's fine up there, but I just don't want her like walking around staring up at up in the tree to try and catch this squirrel and walk off this side, you know, which is, you know, almost 20 feet to the ground.
Thanks, Edward. It's nice to get an award, but I don't go for those, so they're nice to get them. But if I don't get them, I don't worry about it too much. Yeah, Jimmy's had his cards there, and they really look nice. I'm glad I talked him into bringing some, and Marcy and everybody else convinced him to bring some.
I'm too far away. And don't have a way to get there really. Or the money. That's the big thing, is the money.
Yeah. Oh, he's still here. Yeah. I'm glad you brought him. I mean, that's the one thing Mini Mike said he regretted about the first show he went to. JaxCon, I think it was JaxCon, that he didn't take anything, bring any models along with him because he didn't think none of them were good enough.
Yeah. None of mine are really show worthy. Maybe when my El Camino is done, would be forward tilting hood and all candy paint job and all that stuff.
Yeah, I showed the picture at the beginning of the live stream of your shopping basket, your laundry basket full of kits they're doing. We'll bring those up one more time. Pictures. There it is.
Freaking hot here.
Screen.
Freaking
No.
27 degrees, and it's freaking 10:15.
There's the
Can't have that,
calendar
bud.
board that he brought.
Well, that's the Challenger hood. That one's no good. I need the CUDA. I can make that one work. Cut the front of the hood off and, shorten it up.
Yeah, let's see here. This way.
I want that wag. Oh, that's not quite the one I want. I want a stock wagon like that.
Yeah, this was my favorite build at the show. This
58.
Impala Lowrider.
Yeah, 58.
Yeah.
My 58 doesn't look anything like that one. Although I did build it when I was like, I don't know, probably the same thing, 13 to 15, somewhere in there. Ooh, nice, 55.
And there's Draco.
Even better, Dragon. Or Draco,
Yeah.
as they call it.
And Fury. That one won second place in box stock, the AMT 27 Camaro.
They use that's the 2017 one, you said?
Yeah, the AMT 2017 Camaro 50th anniversary edition, or whatever they want to call it.
Yeah, that's the one I got sitting up there.
There's Jimmy's pile of stuff.
I want to make mine basically a Hellcat killer kind of thing.
Yeah,
I
this
call it
one
the
is-
Executioner.
Yeah, the Pontiac Fiber is the other one I got second place on.
Nice.
That's the Jimmy
job.
Flintstone body.
That's a resin body.
Yeah.
I keep looking for these resin bodies and I can't seem to find any that are, it's like, where do you get the windshields and stuff for all of this stuff?
That one was a direct,
Yeah.
the 2006 AMT Camaro is a direct donor
Oh,
for the
okay.
chassis and all of this engine surround pan, and all of this, everything but the motor here is all that. The interior is from the kit. The chassis
Okay.
pan, all that is from the Camaro kit. And
Because
then the
I need
body,
to find a 65 Dodge Dart body. And it's got to be 65.
yeah, this was basically they just sculpted a new nose and a new tail onto that Camaro body, the AMT body, so everything fits right on it.
Somebody needs to make a 65 Dart. I know they make a 64 and a 66. But the
Take
guy
your
that
tall
wants
hard
me to
internet.
build one, has a 65 Dodge
Yeah.
Dart. And so I haven't found a body yet for it. And each opposing year is too different to be able to modify it to be a 65.
Looks like they're showing Mobius having the Satellite for 65 and the Coronet, and then the drag car. R&R Resin has a 65 Dodge Dart 2-door hardtop.
Well, if somebody can find me one, let me know. Because I can use the 64 or 66 Dart to use as the chassis and stuff, but the bodies are too different.
Yeah,
I think
this
that's the one I was
Resin-
looking at, but they don't have any.
Yeah, so they don't have any more, but you might be able to find them.
And then I was at a car show, and there's a guy there that has a 67 Camaro drag car that he races. So I took all kinds of pictures of it and that, and his wife is like, well, you figure out how much you want for one, and we'll talk.
Knock my
So,
foot out there. That's silly. It's the wrong X. There's a resin maker that I'm trying to remember their exact name. It's Too Much Time or something.
I thought of talking to Miguel and see if he would do up a 65 Dart body. Pay him for it. But I don't know
Too
how
many
busy
hobbies.
he is
Too many
lately.
hobbies that go to this. I've seen him at shows, but I can try.
Well, I think it's that time. Take the dog out one more time, get her treats for bed.
All right.
Well, thank you very much for having me on.
Problem.
I might do a live or something tomorrow or something like that. We'll see. During the day kind of thing. if you're around.
Yeah, I might be. My mom wants to go shopping tomorrow. We'll see if she still wants to go tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's a whole different day. She wanted to go to the football game every day until the day of the football game. Then she decided she didn't want to go.
So you all have yourselves a great night, and thanks again for having me on, and we shall
problem.
see you all
Anytime.
next time. Later, guys.
Yeah, I haven't even really, Taylor, I haven't even really got into my USAC kit other than just the little bit short amount that I popped it open for the video, and then I got one of the Lex Resins Outlaw hood that came with the kit. I've been parting with it, getting it smoothed out, but I don't even know if I'm going to use that yet or not. But other than that, I just haven't touched it. It's still sitting in the box over here. We'll probably start that after I get the Fiero done. We'll see how that fits with the cancer awareness when that falls in. So it might be, November before I get to start on that model. Really start on it. Well, guys, I want to thank everybody for being here tonight. Because we're here all by myself. Hey, Go For It Painting. We'll be around. Jonathan said he might be on Friday night. Yeah, I was considering pro streeting mine. I don't know if Brian's probably not going to do a live, so if Fred or somebody will probably take over. I don't know if it'll be me or Fred or Jeff or who knows. Other than that, on the weekend. So, Dad, I want to say goodnight, everybody, and I'm gonna close it out. I'm gonna show the 2-minute video announcement video for the cancer awareness group build. So if you want to hang out and watch that, you can. If not, you can head on out. We'll see you next time.